Hunting for Gasparilla's treasure. Fortune hunter believes she is pirate's descendant. For Chino's deal, hunting for the treasure of legendary pirate Jose Gaspar hits close to home. My great-grandfather was Juan Gomez, Deal told the Daily Sun before a recent treasure hunt in Fort Ogden area of DeSoto County. Deal joined up with a local team called the Real Treasure Hunters to help them with the hunt. Our family was always told that Juan Gomez was Gasparilla, she said. He made up the story of Gasparilla because he did a lot of questionable stuff and he didn't want to get in trouble for it. Gasparilla's treasure is said to be worth $30 million and stashed along the Peace River. Jose Gaspar was reputed to have plundered the Gulf of Mexico's waters at the turn of the 19th century, but with almost no record of his existence, there's a good chance the pirate, nicknamed Gasparilla, was a myth. One of the only written records of Gaspar was in a brochure for the Charlotte Harbor and Northern Railroad Company that operated in Boca Grande. He just came up with the story of this famous pirate, Deal said, because he, Juan Gomez, was the actual person. Sarasota's Michael Gattuso and members of his crew, the Real Treasure Hunters, made their cable TV debut on September 11, 2019, in an episode of Discovery's Expedition Unknown. The following week, they appeared on the Travel Channel's Code of the Wild in an episode titled Lost Treasure of Panther Key on September 17, 2019. The team went back on the search recently along a riverbank in the Fort Ogden area in DeSoto County, near an old broken-down railroad bridge. The team did not want to reveal the specific location. They were working with a lead from a story told by a few men at Boggess Jewelers in St. Petersburg around 9 years ago. Many of the coins were sold to Boggess at that time, and they are available for purchase at the store. The three men turned in a box full of Spanish coins that had turned green from corrosion, Deal told the Daily Sun in an email. The jewelers called in a former diver friend who is experienced with treasure hunting, and he said the coins were a rare find. He valued them at $800 to $1,200 each, according to Deal. The story is real, Gattuso said. Uncle Vern told us that 3 people had originally found the coins along the Peace River. He told us where the location is and inferred he had found one of the chests. Originally, we had made contact with Uncle Vern because he's part of the Collins family, which is part of the Boggess family. He tells the story about the pirate Gasparilla, whose ship went down, and Juan Gomez fled to Lady Boggess's property, and he paid her $300,000 in hush money, then buried the treasure on her property. That's why we cycled back to this location. This is where those 3 men said they had searched. Gattuso went on to say those 3 men attempted to pull all of the treasure out, but didn't succeed. So they staked it for later, but when they went back they couldn't find it. They never did find it, Gattuso said. Years later, I get a phone call from Boggess Jewelers, and they say they had purchased some coins from 3 men who said they had treasure, and that a guy named Vern told them to go to Boggess Jewelers. The only Vern we know in this area we call Uncle Vern on Peace River. This information matched up with the same story that Uncle Vern had told us. Gattuso purchased several of the coins from Boggess Jewelers and had them tested by a specialist in Indiana in early 2022. We showed them the coins, and they said they are Cobb coins, and they come from Bolivia, Gattuso said. At the time, Spain was running out of gold and silver, so they used some different metals. So there is some silver in it, but not a high quantity. They also contain copper and brass. A Google search of Cobb coins shows that they do exist. The Spanish colonial mints at Potosi, Lima, Cartagena, Bogota, and Mexico City labored day and night to produce the irregularly shaped gold and silver coins commonly referred to as Macoquina coins, crude hammered coins, or Cobbs, according to SedgwickCoins.com. ShipwreckTreasuresOfTheKeys.com has some coins for sale at $3,000 and more. I'm grateful for Mike for this coin I'm wearing around my neck, because when he was up there in St. Petersburg looking at them, he got me one. There are family pictures and stories, and I'm sure there's more, but we're still digging. There's a lot of family that didn't talk about the Juan Gomez story. Still to this day, they won't talk about it. And why, you ask? Because the treasure is cursed. Only men in our family have looked for it, and I'm the first female to do so. Deal said anyone in her family who has searched and found any leads to the treasure has been struck with misfortune, including being threatened by angry bulls. Deal said her uncle Larry Gomez was searching for the treasure near the Everglades in the 1980s when a white bull appeared and charged at him. She herself encountered a loose black bull while searching for the treasure in the DeSoto County area more recently. Gattuso said his team hasn't had any bad luck so far. As with any good treasure, there comes a bad curse, he said. That remains the case for treasure hunters looking for Gaspar's treasure in the Peace River in southwest Florida. I was told pennies keep away bad spirits and demons, so you always keep a penny in your pocket, Gattuso added. Other than an old beer can, dirty socks, and believe it or not, a penny, no treasure was found on the morning hunt, but that won't stop the team. We knew to check down by the railroad and south of it, Gattuso said. We checked where we could on land. We're going to need a boat to do the rest. We just have to continue. There are plenty of areas to check, but we know it's a small area. At least we know the proximity. So we're probably going to have to come back by boat next time. Team member Aaron Melcher was excited to find the penny. That's the first coin I ever found, he said, laughing. To follow the Real Treasure Hunters, go to facebook.com/TheRealTreasureHunters. If you have any interest in the coins for sale at Boggess Jewelers, click the link below to learn more.